my goodness. My goodness. They did it on purpose, but, immediately I just get 9/11 images in my head, especially with Arya, covered in all the dust and the buildings collapsing all around. Game of Thrones has been really good with battles, just showing just the chaos of so many people doing so many things and everything just crumbling and just how out of control everything is during war. And I didn't want to believe Dany would do what she did, but after the bells rang, I'm going, she's going to have to do it only because conflict makes good TV. It would have been nice if she didn't do that. It would have been interesting to see some kind of, mental duel between her and Cersei, or Cersei trying to get her way out of something and Dany outsmarting her, but nope. No, she was pushed to the brink based on, you can see why, though, because she just saw betrayal everywhere she was. She lost all her friends, with the exception of Grey Worm now. Missandei, Ser Jorah, Grey Worm's left, and then, she has her army. She has her loyal soldiers. It was nice to see that not all the Dothraki died. Actually, it's like, what's great about Game of Thrones and what's so frustrating about Game of Thrones, that you tend to like characters, but that characters do awful things, and Dothraki included. But it showed that Varys was right. It showed that Tyrion was wrong, even though he had suspicion about her, but it didn't matter because he was loyal to his queen. Jon Snow was loyal to his queen. And Ned was a loyal character too, and it shows in Game of Thrones. Sometimes loyalty, you would think, would protect you in the end, but sometimes it gets you hurt. The Clegane Bowl, even though it was fan service, which I don't care, I thought it was well done. I didn't think the mountain would be that hard to kill, but apparently he was, and the makeup was really good. You didn't even recognize the guy who plays him with his face. So it was a good fight. I like how they both went out. I like how the Hound saved Arya at the end, and I like, well, not at the end, or close to the end, and I like how Arya thanked him because she knew. So it's going to be really, it better be like a 9-hour episode. How are they going to wrap all this up? Because you have, Sansa and Bran in the north, and Bran must have known about this, right? What the fuck, Bran? Do something. God damn it, Bran. So you have Sansa in the north, and now, Jon Snow not liking what Daenerys did. What the, is it going to be another war? Are they just gonna separate? Or is the North gonna be ruled by the Starks, and then the King's Landing by Daenerys, but with just a shell of a kingdom? Will she bring people from the east over to help rebuild? Is there gonna be a flash forward? I don't know. And this week is gonna go by really, really slow. Damn it. So, but just fantastic show. I'm so glad there's going to be more shows. I do hope that the new shows will have more diversity. There just wasn't. And the books had more diversity, but it took a while. And I think the argument was that it started in the North. And in the North, it's mostly people, and I guess it's kind of like that. Like in Northern Europe, it's mostly people with lighter skin, but there's been more migration there. But I guess for George R.R. Martin's sake, the people in the North are lighter skin, and then, when we move to the East and to the South, it gets more diversified. But we didn't really see that. We saw it kind of with Oberyn, but that storyline was just wrapped up really quick, and it's unfortunate because in the book, the story with the sand snakes and all of that was just excellent. But and Oberyn's brother and and his Ario Hota, the security guy. It was really good, and it's still going on in the books because George R. R. Martin hasn't finished them yet. It was really good storyline, but it showed a diversity, and you just didn't see that in the show. You didn't see any prominent characters of color. You didn't see any. I mean, Grey Worm, but he was more of a supporting role, but there wasn't really any main character. So I hope with the new ones we'll see more. We'll see more. We'll see more diversity. So that would be nice. But that being said, it's just one of my favorite shows, one of the greatest shows, and a couple of hiccups here and there, and I actually hiccuped when I said hiccup, which is funny. But overall, fantastic, and I'm going to miss it, and luckily we have the books coming out in 9,000 years, and whenever these books come out, and then, there are prequel books, and, this is not ending anytime soon, so it'll be great. So, that's it. I'm trying to recover. Hopefully you have all recovered as well. So, you can find me on Twitter at MMAM Podcast. You can find me on Facebook at MMAM Podcast. And you can email me at MMAMpodcast@gmail.com. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.